All right, what's good, boys? Okay, today we're here to review what happened on Raw tonight. Io Sky won the Women's World Championship. Crazy. We also had CM Punk cutting a great promo. They had a brawl. Seth Rollins. Anyway, let me not give the whole overview and give away my thoughts and opinions in like the first 10 seconds. And let's actually go by everything play by play. Okay, here we go. First, we start off the night. Boom, fireworks, everything. We get the crazy elimination chamber. We get the crazy John Cena heel turn, which WWE, bro, we saw the heel turn. You don't need to play the thing 20 times. We don't need to see John Cena turning heel 20 times in a recap. Like, come on, bro. Can we move on from it? You can show it like 2-3 times, okay, whatever. But I mean, it has to play like 7 times. You get it, the brother turn heel. It was everywhere. I mean, look right here. Look here. 2.9 million views. Like 5 million. Like, bro, we've seen this. We've seen this great, crazy heel turn, but let's move on. I mean, I get it. It's a big moment, monumental, history in the making. I get it. But, dude, we don't need to see this over and over again. Like, can we move on? All right, 7 times is a little bit too much. 2 times I give you, I'll accept that. Okay, so we start off with CM Punk cutting a great promo. My man called he called The Rock a freaking, what was his line? Wait, let me go here. Again, I get scared when I play WWE things because I'm worried I'm gonna get censored. But anyway, let's go. Sorry.
Dwayne, you bald fraud.
Okay, that's exactly what he called them. He called them bald frauds, and he called both The Rock and Cena bald frauds, and then he called them like, you guys never show up, which is true. They don't show up. I mean, look, the only time these guys show up is really for like pay-per-views, which I get is The Rock and Cena. But hey, CM Punk did a great promo. My man came out here, crashed out on the mic, and then he went into all this, and then he went into Seth Rollins, and he said, what did he say about Seth Rollins? It's like, Becky Lynch, come get your man before I get my hands on him and put him in a wheelchair. Crazy promo. Then we had a brawl between CM Punk and Seth Rollins, which went for a really long time. I mean, I get it. I understand the brawl, but for me, it's like, I don't know. I've never been a fan of brawls. I don't know. I just feel like there's too much chaos and not much. I mean, I get it. I'm just not a fan of it. Some people liked it, I guess, but I just wasn't a fan of it. Then we had, from all these two brawls, then we had the announcement that Seth Rollins and CM Punk are going to be fighting next week in steel cage match, which I was not expecting. I was expecting something like I was expecting something on, like, say, WrestleMania. I thought it was WrestleMania food, and the crowd was booing, but I don't think the crowd was booing because it's next week. I think the crowd was booing because it's not happening at Buffalo or wherever they were. So that was interesting, but it's crazy that match is next week on Raw, pretty much, which is insane steel cage match. I would assume that at this point you'd want Seth Rollins to win this if you want to continue this. And at this point, I think everyone and their mama, because it's at Madison Square Garden, I mean, at this point, we're all expecting Roman Reigns to show up. I mean, if they're going to set up a triple threat match, which I think is going to happen, at some point Roman Reigns is going to have to join this, because we don't know what Roman Reigns' plans are. But anyway, that's what I'm expecting for next week. Hopefully that happens. We don't know. Then we have then we have Otis and Gunther. Now, I'm gonna probably say something that's a little bit maybe controversial for a lot of people. I'm not a fan of Gunther, man. I mean, look, I get it. He's got good one-liners. He's awesome at, like, even in ring. I don't find the man entertaining. The man just chops the hell out of people. I get it. It's cool, but it's like, bro, is that all you have? Is just chopping people's heads off? I mean, and then the promo was decent. It wasn't great. It was decent. What I thought was great was freaking CM Punk's promo. That's great. But anyway, we had this, Gunther doing his thing, and then he came up to face Otis. We had Gunther and Otis. great match. Otis looked amazing, and I don't know why Otis is not competing in like the Intercontinental title or something. They should have pulled the trigger a long time ago, and I don't know why they didn't do that. But anyway, we had that segment, we had that match. That was a good match, good segment. Then I think yeah, Gunther wins. He pretty much power slams Otis, and then from that we have from Otis getting power slammed, we then have Gunther winning the match, and then obviously Gunther tries to go and again, you know, humiliate Otis some more, which eventually turns out to Tozawa coming to help him. Tozawa was obviously not strong enough. So we have that segment, and then Tozawa obviously gets beaten up. Then we have Uso, Jay Uso, whatever, right? We have Jay say, I am not interested. I don't know whether I'm getting fatigue. Obviously, Jay Uso is so over at this point as a babyface. He's probably one of the biggest faces in the company. I would have said he's probably the biggest baby face, but over what happened like 2 days ago, I think Cody Rhodes just became the biggest baby face in freaking WWE with the whole John Cena and Steelton. Anyway, that happened, right? And then we have Jay and Gunther. They fight it out, and then Jay pretty much ends up getting the best of Gunther. Gunther goes off stage, and then we have Austin Theory, A-Town Down Under. We have A-Town Down Under with Austin Theory and Grayson Waller. Jobbers. I'm sorry, they cool, but like they're not doing anything, man. Like put them in a tag match or something, you know what I mean? And anyway, they end up getting beat up by Jey Uso, which sets up a match for next week, I think, if I remember correct. Sets up a match for next week, which is gonna be cool. I think it's between Jey Uso and Grayson Waller. I'm pretty sure that's the match for next week, so that would be a cool match, I guess. And then we have, from that segment, we then have Chad Gable, which you can see I'm going by WWE stuff here because I honestly, my memory is not good and I'm not going to remember all these matches. But anyway, we had Chad Gable. He had a segment which I thought was awesome. He was looking for a guy, some weird guy, but Lucha Libre. Lucha Libre expert, I think he was looking for. We don't know yet, but we have a weird sense where he's like gives him a box. Chad Gable looks into the box, he finds what he's looking for, I think. And then I'm guessing we're probably going to get Chad Gable being a Lucha Libre, which would be crazy. But yeah, that was that segment. Cool segment. I thought it was a good segment. And then we have Lyra Valkyria versus Ivy Now. Good match. I mean, for the mid card, nothing more you can expect besides it was just a decent match. Lyra Valkyria is good at a job. Ivy Now was also good. Yeah, Lyra Valkyria ends up winning. Ivy Now does like a nasty weird thing which hurts. I can't remember names, but anyway, that happens. Let's move on from it. We have Penta and Ludwig Kaiser, and I mean, it's something, man, but I ain't interested in it. I'm really not. At this point, before all these points, we have Bianca Belair. Wait, no, hold on. I don't care about Penta. I'm sorry. I love Penta. He's cool in the ring, but I don't know. I'm not engaged with these people. Make me engage with these people. I'm not. And then we have, as I was saying before all this, we had a Bianca Belair promo or a segment backstage where she pretty much said, out of the respect for all the for Jade and Naomi, I don't feel like discussing this, but Bianca just looks suspicious, man. I don't know if she attacked Jade Cargill. At this point, I don't know, but I think she had something to do with it because she just seems awkward and weird. Like she just wanted to talk about herself. Like she didn't really care about what happened, and I don't know. It just seems strange in my opinion. But anyway, we then had the War Raiders and American Made in a tag team title match, which was phenomenal, which was good. I thought that was awesome, man. The American Made, I forget the names, Judas Creed Oh man, I'm not gonna guess their names, but we have the Creed brothers pretty much, and the War Raiders. And my goodness, the Creed brothers were awesome. I mean, they like athleticism, the flips, the freaking Julius Kid did like this. I don't know the names of these moves, but he did one crazy move, and I was like, bro, what the hell? And then that was a great match. Anyway, War Raiders end up winning. They beat American Made. Great match. Then we have Braun Breaker and Finn Balor. Now, I would be excited for this. The only problem is, we all know at some point, like, Finn Balor is losing. Because, like, let's be honest, right? I like Finn Balor. I think he's a good wrestler, but the problem is he just loses too much. And you're saying, you know, when I decide to stomp out people, I will stomp out. And it's like, Finn, we can't take you seriously, bro. You've lost so many matches. You've been pinned so many times. At this point, it's like, brother, you know, we don't believe what you're selling. We don't believe what you're saying, because it's like you've lost so many times. Like, it's hard to believe that this man is actually going to beat Braun Breaker. The future, I don't see it unless Braun Breaker has something down the line where he's going to enter the World Championship and go up against Jay. Maybe when Jay wins after WrestleMania, maybe. But if that's the plan for Braun and he loses to Finn, then I guess it's okay. But I don't know, man. I just don't believe it. I don't believe Finn Balor is going to win. So we're going to have probably Braun Breaker retaining his Intercontinental Championship. And it is what it is. Then from there, we go to Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley. This match it started off with a lot of botches, which, I mean, I don't know why, but it started off with a lot of botches. And I was a bit like, it's going to be a decent match. But the ending was freaking phenomenal, man. Like, Io Sky and Rhea Ripley are good in the ring, and they did such a great job in this match, and I thought it was a good match. And then we had, which was weird. So we have a moment where pretty much they both outside the ring. Io and Rhea are outside the ring, right? Rhea goes back into the ring. The ref is counting to 10, obviously, and then Bianca pretty much says, Io, no, hurry up, get up. You know, you can do it, Io, get in the ring. That somehow pisses off Rhea. And Rhea comes out and she does this. Which, I'm like, really? It makes no sense. And then this next part, right? This next part, I'm like, shouldn't this be a disqualification? I mean, she attacks, she pushes her. Isn't that a disqualification? I mean, look, I'm not trying to be that guy, but I mean, like, isn't this a disqualification? Like, what are we doing? This is it, isn't it? Oh, anyway, we had this happen, and then obviously the ref comes on and is like, oh, you know, not now, not now. This is what she says. Not now. This is not the time for this. Not now. You got a match. I'm like, ain't that a disqualification, ref? Ref, pull yourself together. That's a disqualification. But anyway, no disqualification. She goes back in the ring, tries and hit her riptide, and then Io counters it with a Hurricanrana, right? And then she does a moonsault, and then 1, 2, 3. Nobody thought that Io Sky was I didn't think Io Sky was gonna win this. I thought there's no way Io Sky wins this, but she's a new. Well, this man loves it. But anyway, Io Sky captures the world championship. I can't believe she did it. They did it. They pulled the trigger. I don't know. And I think what makes it shocking is it's so close to WrestleMania. Like, we 4 weeks of a month away, and it's like we all thought the match was gonna be Rhea Ripley and Bianca Belair, and then this happens, and you're like, I don't know, man. Is it gonna be? It can't be Io and Bianca because we just saw it. If they are, they're probably gonna set up a triple threat match which will be good. But I don't know how they're gonna do this. But I mean, I don't know if Triple H is just going for shock value, but it was shocking that EO won, because I think everyone thought Rhea Ripley was gonna win, and the crowd was behind Rhea Ripley. So I don't know. We'll see what happens there. But anyway, great episode of Raw. I thought it was good. It was decent. It had spots where I was like, it's kind of dead, but it was good. Out of 10, I give it an 8. I think an 8's a solid rating for this episode of Raw. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this review. Hope you guys enjoyed Raw. Hope you guys enjoyed the CM Punk promo. I thought that was the highlight of the night. And I think Io Sky winning the championship, obviously she deserved it. But yeah, I mean, she's a workhorse. You might as well give her the title. Rhea, we don't see much Rhea. Rhea is not really there on Raw and stuff, competing and fighting. So I mean, I don't blame WWE for giving the title to Io, because I mean, she deserves it, man. Like, she's a workhorse, man. Like, she feels like she's wrestling almost every single week, you know. So she deserved it, and I think it was a good decision. But it's just like, it was like, whoa, what? Like, Io actually won. Crazy. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video, man. I'm about to edit this mug and I'll upload it soon. All right, peace.